So this is another fours race. We go down a step to the club fours racing now, and we've got two really strong clubs on the right of your picture. It's the boys from Tyrian, who had a hell of a race yesterday. We'll talk more about that during the course of this race. And on the left of your picture, it's the boys from Nottingham Rowing Club, their A crew, and both crews got off to a clean start.
Looks as if Nottingham are going to get a bit close to those boys there. At the end of that line of boys, there is a lump of wood. Tyrian avoiding the lump of wood about there that they clattered into yesterday. It looks like they've learnt their mistake, recovered beautifully. I mean, that was a heck of a race, wasn't it?
It was a heck of a race, and as you look at that fantastic picture of the two boats, Tyrian closest to you and Nottingham Rowing Club A furthest away. The man in the Tyrian boat with the white and purple, on the right of that boat, he's James Clark. He was steering, and that means there's a little bit of wire attached to his foot which moves the rudder, and he steered his boat right into the booms on the left hand or the bow side of his boat, and they recovered from that yesterday. This is the crew with the 6 strokes race plan that Chris George's influence has produced. Of course, Chris George coached the winner of this event a couple of years ago, and they're very close now, but the Tyrian crew, who row out of the University of London, have moved through Nottingham, and well, we've missed that move, didn't get it on camera while watching the end of the last race, but certainly Tyrian have shown that they can produce a great second half.
Well, there was certainly half a dozen of their strokes on their plan there that made a difference, because they've kept away from the boom, so they've learnt their mistake from yesterday, and the ones having a few steering difficulties now are Nottingham, although the umpire John Hedger there with his Hampton blazer sticks his arm out, white flag, and asks Tyrian just to nudge over from the centre of the river, but they've got a bit of distance between them here, Martin.
Yeah, Ralph Elsgood, the stroke of the Tyrian crew in purple and white colours, the University of London Old Boys, or alumni as they're known. He's got that race well under control, and Hedger, as you say, Martin, will know the steering problems that the University of London had yesterday. They don't look to have repeated them today, and he will be keen to make sure that this is a fair race. And, well, why not? Talking to Chris Goldsack yesterday, the 3-man, you can see him with the black hair and the sunglasses. He said after the race, where they had to come down from hitting the booms, please let's not do that again, and his wishes come true. So I'm pleased for you, Chris. It does look like if you maintain your focus, if your crew maintains their attention, that you will prevail over the men from Nottingham Rowing Club, who are slightly struggling now, about 2 or 3 lengths behind the men from the Tyrian Club, University of London, row down there on the Thames, upstream of Chiswick Bridge.
Winners of this event last year were Upper Thames. They won 2 events, haven't won one ever. And then, like buses, wow, they won 2. Are they in with a shout this year? I don't think so. These lads look pretty good. Anybody else you fancy in this event?
I think the Wyfolds, you know, in terms of head and heart, I do like the look of that Tideway Scullers crew. I think they've been very good winning their 2 races, and I think they'll be very difficult to beat. But it's such a difficult event, this club event, such a high standard, and these men will reckon to go all the way to the weekend. The crew from Tyrian coming up to the finish line. We'll get a shot of the finish line camera very soon, but it does look like a comfortable rhythm, and they did the damage in the middle of the course ahead of the early leaders from Nottingham Rowing Club, the Nottingham Rowing Club A crew. So it's James Clark, Julian Humphreys, Chris Goldsack and Ralph Elsgood who triumph in this race. And there's Nottingham Rowing Club A crew who cross the line. And that's 3 cheers, hip hip, from Julian Humphreys to the opposition, and we'll see you tomorrow.